everybody, this is your good friend Les Stark again, and it's July 28th, and we're standing in here in one of our fields in Oley Township in Berks County, Pennsylvania. Today is July 28th. We were last here just a few days ago. I forget if it was 3 or 4 days ago, but we came back and just have tremendous growth. Every time we come, we're just in awe of how much this plant responds. We had a really good soaking rain. Matter of fact, we've had probably 7 or 8 rainy days out of the last 9 or 10 days. So it's just been getting tremendous nutrients. We haven't had as much sun though. Now today is the first sunny day that we've had in a while. If we have several sunny days like this after all the rain that we had, I'm sure this is going to take off even more. But it's just amazing. July 28th, we planted here in Oley on June 18th. So that's like a month and 10 days that we've been growing here in this field. Now we're growing 4 different varieties, as I've explained in previous videos. We were growing USO 31 and Felina 32, I think, and what's it called? Futura 75 and Ivory. And each strain is doing a little bit differently. The strain that we think is doing the best is the Futura 75, and I'm 90% certain that the field that we're standing in right now is the Futura 75, which seems to be responding really good. We're growing about 50.5 acres here in Oley, and it's divided into, I think, like 3 big fields and a couple smaller fields. This is one of the larger fields, which is probably over 20 acres here, and it's difficult to show the whole field because the hemp is getting so high. In order to show the field, I have to raise my arms high above, and I can't even see over the top here. I'm 5'6", and all the hemp around me is taller than me. It looks at least a good 6 feet, or at least 6.5 feet in a lot of cases. It's doing so good. I'm holding the camera up way over my head to try to get a good picture of the field. Okay, let's do this one here. This one here is about, I'm 5.5 feet tall. This is taller than me. I'd say this one's just a few inches taller than me, 5'10". Let's follow this down from the top of the plant. Let's travel down this stalk. It's like being in a jungle. So this stalk here is, see how thick it is. And then, kind of curious, I'm going to walk. Usually when I walk, that makes the video a little shakier. But for the sake of it, some of those plants up there look really tall. Some of those look like in the 7-foot range. I'm going to walk slowly for a couple reasons. One is I don't want to trample on the hemp and break any of the stalks, but also too, I'm hoping that keeps the video a little bit more steady, although I know it probably will be a little shaky. Now we do have some stray plants, like these are a couple stray corn plants from the last planting. I don't like it, but it's minimal in this field anyway. So yeah, these plants here are good. Well, they're not 7-footers, but I'd say 6.5 feet. Yeah, let's do one of these things. I'll do a selfie, let's say. So see this plant? How tall would you say that is? 6.5 feet? I'd say it's at least a foot taller than me, or so. And but I just love coming out here to visit our hemp fields and check the growth. And we'll be doing this every few days. So the fields in Oley are only 10 minutes. The land that Pennsylvania Hemp Industry Council is leasing is only 10 minutes away from where Erica and I live in Exeter Township. So we can come here 2 or 3 times a week. It's no problem. Our fields up in East Greenville is a little farther away. That's a good 45-minute drive. So for those fields, we'll only get the chance to visit them perhaps once a week. But we'll be here in Oley a lot more. The field up in East Greenville is really doing spectacular. I can't wait to go see that. We planted 4 days earlier than this crop, and I'm certain that the Oley crop, or the East Greenville crop I should say, is probably a good foot taller than this. So we'll see next time we go to Greenville. There's some big plants there a few feet away, and so I may have gotten the numbers wrong for the Felina and the USO. I sometimes get those wrong. I think I said USO 31 and Felina 32. It may be the opposite. It might be 32 for the one and 31 for the other. But now we're getting into a section here. I'm walking forward, and wow, these plants are doing great. Absolutely great. These are all in the 6-foot range, which is not bad for 40 days, for approximately 40 days of growth. Matter of fact, even less than 40 days of growth, because you know, even at 2 weeks they were just still germinating and just tiny seedlings. So here again, I'm going to hold up the camera above the field, see what it looks like. Pretty neat. That one over there is about 5 feet or 6 feet away from me. Looks like a pretty tall one too. That's leading up. Now in any given field, we noticed, and we were told this before we grew, that for some reason certain plants will shoot up taller than the others, and they call those leaders. The leaders. That one there is a leader. That's at least 6.5 feet tall. Maybe taller. Alright, I could make this video go on and on, but I think you get the idea, and if I made this video for 20 minutes longer, you wouldn't see much that's new or different. So I'm going to sign off, and stay tuned to the Pennsylvania Hemp Industry Council Facebook page, and for regular updates. Like I said, we'll be here in the field every few days, and we'll be up in the East Greenville field, which is in Montgomery County. Which, by the way, in previous videos I had mistakenly said that East Greenville was in Lehigh County. It's not. It's actually in Montgomery County. It's not too far from Lehigh, and it's not too far from Berks, but it's actually Montgomery County, East Greenville. So this is the field in Oley Township, Berks County, Pennsylvania, July 28th, 2018. Signing out. Peace. And I'll just go out watching the plants for a little bit.